Hello there, welcome to Nerd.World. In today's episode we are going to be looking at the Nakai Mothership from Stargate Universe, a vessel that hounded Destiny on its mission, whatever its mission was, really. The exact motives of these aliens was always a little ambiguous. They seemed to want to capture the ship, likely for its technology, but poor communication was always a little bit of a problem. Before we get started, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment down below what you thought of this vessel. Did you watch Stargate Universe? Because I know it wasn't the most popular Stargate series. It's my least favourite, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Universe, although I was sad that it got cancelled after just 2 seasons. The Nakai Mothership, however, always kind of interests me. I thought it was an interesting looking vessel. It was very practical looking. The vessel itself always kind of reminded me of a sort of truck in space. It was big, bulky, and it did the job. It utilised some kind of hyperdrive, which was supposedly, although not confirmed, probably slower than that used by the Tauri or by the Asgard, but it was certainly faster than that used by the Goa'uld, as it was capable of intergalactic flight, although at a much slower rate. But that really is a subjective opinion. It's based mostly on the fact that Nakai vessels took weeks to catch up with the Destiny once it made the journey, and it wasn't even all the way across. Whereas Tauri vessels could make the same journey in half the time, reaching Atlantis from Earth in just a few weeks. That's a journey to an entire other galaxy, whereas the Nakai vessels weren't able to make that same journey. But the space is big, maybe the gap between those 2 galaxies was greater, not entirely sure. But evidence on screen indicates that a slower hyperdrive. The vessel was mostly more of a mothership than other vessels, say like a Goa'uld mothership, which also doubled as a warship. The Nakai vessel probably was more of an aircraft carrier. It had large bays down either side of it, both port and starboard, for deploying quite large numbers of small, again kind of boxy looking fighters. The ship itself, although may have been more heavily armed than this, was never demonstrated to use any other weapon other than the one mounted on its prow, a single main energy cannon mounted in the nose, which was quite powerful and able to inflict damage on the Destiny. Now, even though the Destiny was built by the Ancients, who were very advanced people, it was a very old ship, but was still very advanced. The fact that they were able to damage it at all indicates that this race had some pretty fearsome technology behind them. The vessel's main defences were a form of deflector shield technology that was also very impressive, and was able to withstand several direct, sustained hits from the Destiny's main guns, which are incredibly powerful sort of space naval guns that were able to inflict massive damage, but the ship sustained little to any negligible damage and was able to retreat. The vessel's retreat was also possible to avoid destroying the Destiny, as the aliens didn't seem to have that as a goal. They were shadowing the ship for some time. As I said, they were likely trying to capture it. Irrespective of their seemingly very advanced technology, the Nakai tended to use a sort of swarm attack tactic. Instead of relying on basically big, heavy space battleships, they relied on large numbers of fighters. The vessels themselves, the motherships, would attack in groups. This may have been to support each other if one vessel got damaged, or simply they weren't confident of their ability to actually overwhelm the Destiny on their own. As a result, you would usually see 3 or more of these ships engaged in an engagement at a time. Probably not very often, if ever, attacking independently. This could also be we were maybe very far from their home world, they travelled a very long way, and it was a way of sharing supplies and medical and tactical situations that would mean that a single vessel on its own might not survive. Otherwise, we actually know relatively little about these ships. They were used as the main antagonists in a battle scenario waged in one of the crew's mines. They also seem to have an issue with the drones, although I suspect everyone in the Stargate Universe's universe had an issue with the drones, as they attacked any technologically advanced civilization. They were, as a people, at least able to negotiate and come to terms with the human crew of the Destiny on occasion, particularly over the issue of the drones, where a mutually beneficial agreement was once achieved, where the Destiny would deal with the drones in exchange for medical assistance from the Nakai. And that's really all we got in this ship. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you liked this video or any others I'm doing on this channel, please like, share and subscribe. Please check out the Stargate playlist. It's got a little longer now. I haven't done a Stargate video in a while, but I've noticed it has started to increase in length, as well as there are several other great playlists, because I think they're great, on this channel. Please check them out. Comment down below if you have any suggestions of any other Stargate vessels or individuals or planets or anything you'd like me to review or break down or see what I can dig up on. With that said, thanks for watching. Bye bye.